What's up guys, it's Kat and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is all about my top 7 ways that I actually used when I was in high school and college to stay organized throughout the school year. Now, if you don't know, I did graduate college back in December of 2017, so I now work a full-time job. I talk more about that in my Q&A. If you haven't seen that, I'll have that link down below. And a lot of these tips can also be used once you graduate high school or graduate college and you're not actually going to school anymore, but just to keep all of your paperwork and files organized. I mean, I'm not in school anymore, but I still find all of these tips very helpful. Question of the day, let me know when you go back to school and what grade you're going to be in. Are you in high school, middle school, college? And then y'all should also follow me on Instagram if you're not already. It's just @CatMayTV, and I post a lot of stuff on there, and I post a lot on my story. Number 1 has to do with color coding. At the beginning of the school year, the beginning of the semester or trimester, whatever it is, I would get all the different colors. I would make my plan, say like math is blue, English is yellow, whatever color code I was doing. And then I would be super, super good with it for like 2 weeks, and then it would just totally fall apart and I would end up writing everything in my black pen or pencil and nothing would be organized because it was just, there was too much to keep track of it all. So after many years of trying to perfect my color coding method, I realized that having a different color for every subject, for every activity, just wasn't going to work. And so what I did was I simplified it into 3 colors. I would have one for homework, one for tests or quizzes or projects, and then another one for just like random to-do stuff that may not have to do with school, but that I still want to document in my planner. And then I also have a yellow highlighter, and for stuff that's super important, I'll highlight it so it sticks out to me. So what I found would happen when I had a different folder for every single class is that I would go to my English class and be like, shoot, I have my geography folder with me. I cannot tell you guys how many times this happened to me. So finally, I got an accordion folder. This is clearly a mini one. When I was in school, obviously I had like a full-sized one. This is like my personal one at home that I use for like my passport, little important things like that. But I found that having an accordion folder, first of all, it was just simple, but also it ensured that you never forgot to bring the correct folder because all of your classes are in this one accordion folder. So obviously you want to prevent it from becoming too overloaded and having too many papers in there where it's not organized anymore. Something that I found so incredibly helpful for me, and that is just this filer. I find it so helpful because every month or so when your accordion folder starts to get a little bit too packed, you can go through it, take out the papers that you don't actually need for that moment to be taking with you to class every single day, and then put that in your filer. And obviously, you can file your box to have a different folder for each of your classes and anything else that you might need a folder for. So I think that together they help keep your papers extremely organized, keeping the actual files on your computer organized. This means making folders that you're actually going to use and resisting the urge to just save stuff to your desktop, because I know that we're probably all guilty of that. I know that I am, but it literally takes like 5 to 10 extra seconds to just choose the option of whatever folder it's supposed to go into, and it's that easy. And I don't know for a PC, but I'm sure you can. But with a Mac, which is what I have, you can actually change the size of the files, you can change the background of the folder, you can change the name, obviously. So I think that that's really cool that you can play around with how it looks and have a little bit of fun with that, and it just adds a little spice. And this next tip might be one of the most important tips, and that is to back up everything. I do have this external hard drive which backs up a ton of my old projects, and so I think something like this is great to have, or obviously like a little flash drive. This is just a full terabyte, so I can store a ton of stuff on here. But I also think it's really important, especially with big essays, is have a online backup source as well, because things happen. I could lose this could break, and then all of my files are gone. A lot of times if something's really important, I'll email it to myself, or you can upload it to your Google Drive, your iCloud, just to ensure that it's not a physical object that's holding your important files, because things can happen. So I definitely recommend having a planner that you write stuff down. I find that that helps me a lot. However, I also like having an app on my phone, just because you always have your phone with you, and I like being able to check things off in the app. So what I like, and this isn't sponsored or anything, but it's called Google Keep, and you can make different folders, you can color code it all, you can make little check marks, you can draw stuff, you can upload pictures into it. There's a whole bunch of things that you can do. So what I would do in college is I would have a different color for each of my classes, and then I would have a color for just random to do, and it just was very visually appealing, I guess, and also very practical because everything is right in front of you. If you watch till this part, comment tree. I'm looking at the picture of the tree my grandma painted. Comment tree, and then also let me know when you go back to school and what grade you're going to be in, or if you're out of school already and you're just living your life. Let me know. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and I love you guys, and I'll see you in my next video.